Nom nom nom. Okay. Hey guys. Okay, so I wanted to do this video. Basically, I posted on Our Pagan Opinions yesterday, and the topic for the week is the death penalty, whether we're for or against it. Now, I knew that topic, I had been looking at it for like a week and just was like, I almost didn't want to do it. I wanted to have my sub do it for me, just because I knew that my opinion was going to cause some controversy, misunderstanding on the viewer's part. And that's kind of what ended up happening. And then I was toying with it, and then the time came, and I said, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it because it's our opinion, and I'm entitled to mine, especially since I can back it up. So, I posted the video and said the things that I wanted to say, and a few people apparently didn't really take too much liking to it, and I think a few people also misunderstood what I was talking about. So I wanted to clarify a few things. I need to clarify a couple of things. The one thing I want to, the main address of this is to sort of talk about death and killing. It's two different things. I can't stress that enough as to how important this is to understand that those are two different things that are occurring. Okay? And I think that's what ended up happening, because a few people commented saying, basically that I'm making it as I'm basically saying that I'm okay with Holocaust and mass murder, and that it's natural and needs to happen. And that's not what I was saying at all. Because what you're talking about, that's talking about killing. That's talking about killing and murder and genocide. Okay? That is a deliberate act that I am not referring to. Death is a natural act that occurs in the universe, in nature. We can all see it. And like I said, because of this social conditioning that we all have, everybody sort of has this negative connotation with it, and so when somebody goes and says I'm for the death penalty, or I think death is a good thing, then automatically people go into this mindset about how, oh, so then he must think that murder and mass Holocaust and genocides are perfectly okay. No, that's not what I'm saying. Those things are horrible and should never ever happen. Should have never happened. Okay? Death is a natural process. Death occurs because over time, because our bodies are energetic forces, they're not infinite in their current manifestation as human or animal or plant or whatever. Okay, they're not infinite, they're finite. They're tied to the divine, but they're finite in this current form. So, over time, your body will decay and become old in order for it to die, so that your energy can be released back into the universe to sort of recharge and then come back again in a new life. Okay? So that's a natural process. That is supposed to happen. Okay? Now, killing an individual for whatever reason, deliberately killing an individual, I don't agree with. I don't think we should ever do that. Because, like I talked about in the video, using death penalty the way that America and the way that society views it and uses it now, it's used as a punishment. But I don't see death as a punishment. Death penalty, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think I can understand what people are talking about, and I think I need to probably rephrase it now. I understand what you guys are coming at now. I realize, like, in the short span of this video, talking about it, is that I think you guys are, what you're doing is you're saying that the death penalty is killing, because it technically is killing, because it's not something that's naturally occurring. It's something that we are forcing to happen, so to speak, and I agree in that respect. But like I talked about in my video, and I'm going to hold firm to this because that's my belief. That's what I believe, and that's what it is. It's just, you can't change it, I'm sorry, unless you can have proof of it otherwise. Because I see death as a natural process and something that needs to occur, if we need to intervene with something and cause death to occur, if somebody does a heinous, horrible crime and just totally goes on this mad killing spree or something and comes out of it completely unremorseful, not a bone in his body is willing to forgive, and we have tried, and this is the point, is we need to as a society put together a system to try and rehabilitate these kinds of people in some way, at least try. And if it doesn't work, then I feel that death penalty in this respect is a good option, because we, like I said, are allowing this thing to happen that would otherwise be a natural occurrence. Death would happen to that individual at some point in his life, regardless of what we do. But if we have that understanding of death being a natural cycle in life and a way to snuff out the current energy flow to the body, and to give it a chance to re-enter the system and recharge, recollect itself, and then come back again, then I don't see how that's a bad thing. And I'm also going to talk about the one person who made a comment and suggested I watch a video, a documentary series on YouTube that was there for like 6 episodes. And I did watch some of it. It was late last night, so I didn't get a chance to watch it all. But just watching the first episode or two, I realized that that's what that person was talking about. The person was confusing death and killing. And and everything. I even thought it was kind of funny because they talked about in the video the Armenian genocide, and it's like, and I kind of laughed because I'm Armenian. I know what that is. That's something that's part of my culture that I have family that was a part of. Okay, my grandfather's uncle died during the genocide. I'm named after him. I carry his namesake, along with my grandfather as well. So it kind of made me laugh that somebody would use something like that along with the Holocaust and these mass murders of drug lords and things and all these other things in other countries as a tool to sort of get me to understand something. And it's like, I laugh because I'm like, I'm sorry, I already understand that. That is something completely different. That is wrong and shouldn't have ever happened. Okay, but well, not that shouldn't have happened. Everything happens for a reason. That's beside the point. But that's not to say that what did happen in that way that it happened was a good thing. There probably could have been another way to come to the same point we are now, or a better place, without having to do that. But it happened. All we can do is learn from it and hope it doesn't happen again. But it kind of did anyway later in life, so whatever. But yes, I want to make sure that you guys understand that I wasn't talking about killing and mass murder as being okay and justifiable. That's not. Okay? And I'm talking about death. Death is an okay thing. Death is something that I believe needs to happen and can't really be argued. Okay? And I think, like I said, I understand where you guys are coming from now, that you see the death penalty as a tool to kill. But you have to understand that even though it is a tool to kill, the way the death penalty works, it's not just handed out to anybody. I mean, it kind of sometimes feels like it is, but I like to think that it's been well thought out and something that is a last resort that in the long run ends up helping the individual. Okay? So, that's all I'm going to say on this topic. Hopefully this clears a few things up. Yeah, that's it. I mean, what can I say? I'm not gonna, I'm actually glad this actually happened, because I was, like I said, I was prepared for this. I knew that this was gonna end up happening, and I wanted to just wait it out and see how long it was gonna take, and I didn't think it would happen right away, but it did, so this is cool, and I'm glad we're having this discussion. There's even one other person on here that's actually, and I'm gonna message them later, that is doing it the correct way. And this is what we talk about, people. Don't go bashing other people without any kind of hard proof. Or if you are going to go at me with hard proof, you better fucking hope that that shit is fucking legitimate and actually goes with what you're talking about. The person who put up the I'm sorry, this is gonna go on like a little angry rant, but the person who put up the video, who put up the comment telling me to go view this video about mass murdering and execution, that, my friend, is beyond the point. That's not what we're talking about here. What you're talking about, I totally agree, is fucking wrong and shouldn't have ever happened. Horrible, horrible things, yes. In relation to what I'm talking about, no. It has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Death penalty is not execution, murder in the senseless, cruel way that it is discussed in that video series that you wanted me to watch. Okay? So, that's it. I'm done. We're calling it a day. Alright? Bye, guys.